Hello my friends, I just want to give a quick little update and let you know how we're doing. Oops, I'm trying to also make sure that it's not getting too much feedback from the light and stuff. Anyway, so we are doing very well, and I thank you so much for your comments and tips and everything. You know, sometimes when I'm in that place and my short-term memory isn't always what it used to be, and I get people that leave my channel because they don't like my that I use a lot. It's because I have short-term memory issues sometimes, and it really depends on how much rest I get. So a lot of times I have to think a little bit more for my words or what I want to say versus other times. So again, I guess it's people too that come into my channel and they just pop in and they don't know my history. They just jump in on that time frame and they don't go back, because I'm not saying in every single video that I am a person that struggles with disability and chronic pain. So they just jump in there and they want just 100% perfection, and then they go, okay, well, I'm out of here because she does this or that, you know. And I've always said I'm not perfect, and I'm not monetized, and I never ask people like, or really push, you know, subscribe, you know, because my channel has always been more just my journey of a person who's just making lemonade out of lemons, and a person with disabilities, and that's always been my channel. So I appreciate everyone who is sticking with me and is, you know, been with me this long. I'm sorry for those days where the ums might come out a little bit more than other times, or I pause a little more trying to think, because I try to do very little editing as much as possible too in my world because of the time. It just takes too much time, and already getting up in a day and moving and getting going sometimes takes me a lot of time. So I'm very slow in the morning, and where everybody takes for granted that they can pop out of bed and just throw some clothes on and just boom, go out the door. That's not my world, and so it's very slow, very, you know, slow going. Some days a little harder to get my brain working, you know. But yeah, so I just appreciate everybody that's still with me, following my journey, was there for me when I wasn't feeling well. I really appreciate. I forgot like the Asper cream, and so because I use Arnicare mostly. I try to stay more natural as much as I can, but the Asper cream, I forgot about that, and so I thank you for the reminder of that, because I don't really have to go to the higher levels of ones all the time since I've been full-time, because my body has been, you know, pretty steady, pretty balanced. You know, I try to listen to it and not push it, and I kind of mentioned that a lot in the comments. Anyway, so I appreciate that. Someone mentioned about magnets. I have heard about using that. I actually saw someone who had a booth down in Arizona, and they'd actually demonstrated it. If I remember, it was, I think I had a band. They put a band on me and he demonstrated a couple things, and it was pretty fascinating. So I might really definitely look into that, and I appreciate the comment on that. And also, I know a good one is turmeric, is an anti-inflammatory, so I do want to work more on that. So definitely more of a natural approach. I took gluten out. Gluten makes a huge difference. It really did. So, or at least I'd say I cut back. But I am also open to anybody's opinion on helping, diet related. My doctor, I had a great visit. Everything went well. She mentioned about maybe a diet geared towards autoimmune. So So I am going to be looking at that, and also I might have to follow FODMAP. Some could be allergy related to some issues I'm having as well, but definitely autoimmune, so maybe a combination of the two. But FODMAP isn't a long-term, it's only temporary to find your allergic foods. But anyway, so that's definitely on my agenda. But everything went well with her. I made it. A storm was coming in that Monday, and I was like, oh no, am I going to make it out? Because now there's this high wind advisory. There's this wind advisory for high-rise rigs, and I'm thinking, oh no, am I going to make it out? But you know, I got up, I rushed out. It was definitely by the afternoon things were going to get crazy with 50-mile-per-hour winds, but I did make it, you know, Monday, but I was not feeling well. I think I was just under the weather. So I found a store that I was going to go to, and I just crashed, and then got up and took a little nap, got up, went inside the store, and I was all good, okay? The next day, so Tuesday is really the day that I felt the best. So again, I thank you for everybody's prayers and thoughts and good thoughts and everything. So it got me home, got me to the doctor on Wednesday. His vet appointment went really well too. He does have a spinal issue as well. So sooner we get him, both of us, into a little drier, warmer weather, I know will help. He's on meloxicam, and so am I, which really helps. And yeah, and then he's on a little pain management program, so he'll do fine. And but you know, it is concerning when he has a flare-up, and he had a flare-up not too long ago as well, just before mine. So but he's doing better. So thumbs up on that. But I did want to share that, yeah, he's had a spinal issue that was diagnosed a couple years ago, but again, he's mostly stable. Okay, so then I just have last minute running around, shopping, getting stuff organized, a lot of things like that, so I can hit the road. But I am trying to pace myself now that the unit's done, not rush. Pace is good. Listen to my body a little bit more, and it'll all work out. The other thing I wanted to say is that some people have been following my channel because I mentioned my disabilities, and one was really heart-wrenching when she said, gosh, she looked at my life and I look so normal. You know, one of the things to remember that when I film, I only film a very tiny percent of my day or my life, you know. I mean, I'm not filming from the time I get up and go down and everything. I mean, I've never been one to really be comfortable. I'm still working on trying to be more comfortable about filming, where others, that's all they want to do. They want to get up and they want to film, and they want to film from the morning they're up and down and different things, you know. And I'm not that person. I don't know if I'll ever be that comfortable, but I do my best trying to share my life in the van and with my disabilities. But there's some people out there that don't want to hear about the disabilities so much, and so I might try to do something different, where maybe I can title something a little geared more towards, like, maybe a video or two a month that maybe I could talk about some of the challenges that I might have had, or if I do a trip from that point A to point B, maybe what kind of challenges did I go through. So I'll think of something, so that way those that want to listen to it can, and those that don't want to listen to that particular topic, they don't have to go there. But most people don't want to hear people's pains and issues and problems, you know. So then the other ones I could gear more towards the things I'm seeing, my adventures, because really focusing on the outside and the beautiful, you know, scenery, and I focus more outside around me, which helps me not to think so much about myself. I guess that's why I have trouble filming a lot of myself, because I don't focus so much inside of me. You know, I keep my mind out here more, and not on my pain and suffering. I hope that makes sense, but I'll try to find a balance here, you know, but again, more will be towards what I've been doing, but then maybe a video or two or something in there a month, or maybe after I get to a destination, maybe I could throw something out there. But I do want to be an inspiration for those who might want to do this lifestyle, but also I do need to share to people that it's not easy. It's a very challenging one, and I don't want anybody to think that it's easy. So maybe in some ways I need to start sharing a little bit more about what I go through, and then that will help others that do have disabilities to see, yes, could I do this or not do this, or how you work around them. Okay, so let me know your thoughts, definitely in your comments, what you think about if I did that, you know, those that are out there following me with disabilities, if you like that idea. Yeah, so we'll just go from there. All right, so we're good. We're almost ready to hit the road pretty soon. Last minute stuff to you know, do and get the van back in order. And Arizona, here we come back. Drier weather, woo! We're ready. All right, and I love to travel. I think when you find something too that you love to do and you have a passion for it, I mean, it just really, it's another thing. It helps to put your mind on that. And another thing, I love taking pictures. I just found out how much I love scenery. I love sunsets. I mean, I've always known that, but just to capture it in pictures. And I do want to actually focus more on photography. So we'll see what happens with that passion pretty soon, okay? All right, so I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much, everyone, again, for your love and your support and your comments and your help. And if anybody has any other tips, I do want to, like I said, a natural approach, food tips. I'm definitely going to work on that for anti-inflammatory, things like that. I'm going to be going there, so I appreciate those comments. And then I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? And everyone with disabilities, my heart goes out to you, and especially, and you're all an inspiration back to me as well when I hear your comments and what you go through. And I just thank you for being with me and following my journey. And you're an inspiration. We're all, and somebody said they call themselves a chronic pain warrior or something like that, and I love that word, warrior. Yeah, so we're warriors. All right, love you all. I'll see you in the next video.